In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Saint Paisios, and well, may we have his prayers today, and I think we do. This line from the epistle, well, the whole reading from the epistle about the fruit of the Spirit is applicable to his life. Having the spirit of love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faith, gentleness, and self-control. And of course, he acquired this by belonging to Christ and crucifying the flesh. But another part of the epistle that's really applicable is where it says, even if someone is caught in some fault, you who are spiritual must restore such a person in a spirit of gentleness. And that was the experience of people when they would visit St. Paisios. If they were caught in some sin or struggle, and he would restore them in a spirit of gentleness. And that's definitely a characteristic that's really dominant in the lives, especially of our most recent saints in the church, is this great spirit of gentleness. And you think of, like, we have an icon of St. Porphyrios over there, he was the same way. And I think that this gentleness comes about and is directed in our direction. This overwhelming amount of grace in our age, even when we sin, I think that it comes about because the Lord knows the place of temptation that we're in. Saint Sophrony spoke about, he used to say that just to remain a Christian and to continue going to church in our age and in the coming age would perhaps be more difficult in comparison to martyrdom in previous ages. Just being able to keep the faith. And so we are, in so many ways, embattled, tempted, and we live in an age. There's a book that I've been reading recently about secularism. The language that he uses, which it's not perfect, but he says, you know, we live in a world that's been utterly disenchanted. And so our motivations, our aims, our desires for our lives can often, could go in any direction, because everything is open to us, as in a way that it wasn't in previous ages. And so to find, even Christ says back then, that the way to life, that straight is the gate and narrow is the way, and that broad is the path that leads to destruction. But today, I think that path is even broader. It's opened up to be the size of an ocean. And So to be able to stay on the straight path just requires that constant attention, and like we sang about St. Paisios, having the fire of the love of God lit within him, and giving ourselves over to that direction, I guess constantly, in a way, putting all of our thoughts into that fire, so that we would burn solely with love for God, and that love would pour out of us and extend to other people. So through his prayers, may the Lord have mercy on us, and may we continue to trust that the Lord does know us, and the Lord does know our frailty, and he knows our difficulties, and he responds to those things with grace and with great gentleness. Amen.